Okay. Hey, Gander. Hey, Sil. Welcome. I've been okay. Been decent last few days. Alright. Kind of a later start than I wanted here, so let's hop into it, shall we? Myst Revelation Part 2. 1 hour, 38 minutes in, 4 saves so far. This one, so far in the hour 38 that I played of it, definitely looks the best of the 4 Myst series games that I played so far. It's nice that there is a built-in journaling and screenshot system built into it. However, I have not been impressed by the puzzles in it so far. We'll see if it gets any better, but I'm not gonna hold my breath because I have not heard very good things about this one. Okay, should get video here in a second. There we go. Okay. Let's see, and a couple days ago, Cyan Worlds finally showed video of the Riven remake that they're working on, and it looks like Riven. It looks like Riven, except just in real time, which I guess is neat that they replicated what Riven looks like, but I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Riven, so sure, I guess. Not for me, I suppose. So if I hit resume, what does this do? Okay, so that just doesn't do anything. So you have to do load. So this has an autosave system, but I'm not sure what triggers autosaves in this, because just looking at the thumbnail for this, like, I don't... Like, where even is this? I don't know. It did you. So I'll just load the last save that I made. Like to save your current game before loading. No, don't save. Okay. So the setup of this game is we arrived in this world. We were greeted by Atris and his daughter. And apparently we've learned that he's starting to have second thoughts about imprisoning his 2 sons. So they're currently on 2 prison worlds that he wrote. And he's using this machine to observe them, to try and figure out if they have reformed enough to be freed from their prison world. And then Atris was getting stuff together to have us travel to the prison worlds to meet them in person. And then this thing blew up. And then the power supply stuff blew up. And then Atris kind of left. We wandered around a little bit here in this area here. So we went to all these buildings around here. And then there was an earthquake. And then it appears his daughter got kidnapped. Yisha, I think is her name. She had this pendant thing that whenever the pendant glows blue, we can see something that happened in, I think, the recent past. Either the past or the recent past, with that thing. Yeesh. So that's pretty much where we are right now. We were told by Atris at the beginning of the game that we needed to start the water wheel, and then by opening the 2 gates, we did that. We need to use the crystal viewer to view Rhyme. The combination to get to Rhyme or to view Rhyme is in the journal, and then we need to talk to Yisha. So we talked to Yisha, we did the water wheel, Couldn't do the crystal viewer yet because it wasn't working. I went back and I looked at the VOD to see exactly what Atris said. He also said that before telling us to go to Yisha, oh geez, journal, there's an antenna that needs to be activated on the roof before the crystal viewer will work. So that was something that I missed last time around. So that is probably the reason why this was not doing anything. Because there is something on the roof that that we have to activate first. Like it might be this. The trouble is, I'm not sure how to get to the roof of this area. Like I can get onto this chair and look through the telescope, and the telescope chair has a button, but pressing the button doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna go out front and double check things first before doing anything else. So there is also a puzzle in the library area that was like the end game puzzle from the first Myst game, where it was just a big grid of squares and you had to fill in a pattern on that grid in order for something to happen. So it doesn't look like I can really get to, like, there's something down here. It doesn't look like I can get to the roof from here. So another thing is these symbols here are part of the power system powering this area. So this symbol is specifically for the tram. Actually, I'm not sure what this is for, because there isn't like a lever to pull there. But this is where the tram left us at the beginning of the game, so maybe that doesn't need to be powered up. No idea. So there's that grid puzzle in the library area. There was also it looked like a translation puzzle. So here, these symbols that you see in the top left and the bottom right of this, there is somewhere here. So there's a book here with translating symbols. And actually, I should probably translate this note. So this book was by the chessboard, I want to say, in one of the lower houses. So I'm trying to do this playthrough without using anything outside of the game. So normally what I would do here is I would use my note pen and note down all this by hand, but because the game gives you the screenshot capability and note-taking capability, I'm going to do it with only the tools the game gives me here. So this is... So I think that's an H in the first... Oh, no, that's TS. Okay, TS... E... TSE... Oh man, this is like, not only is this cursive, this is like bad cursive, because there's a bunch of these letters that look very similar. So it's like, So TSE B TSEB it'd be nice if this part had audio. TSEB so that's either an A. I don't think that's an A though. What the hell letter is that? Or ah? Maybe that's ah. TSEB ah. Siba? Sure. And then TS Siba to Siba. Okay, so it's all just to Siba is all that note. Is that supposed to be Yisha? Is one of these Y? I don't see any Y here. Huh, okay. So in addition to that, there was also this. So that the symbol on the bottom right there on the handprint looks like a symbol as well. So it's a V with 2 horizontal and then 2 vertical, but I don't know what the orientation is of that. Horizontal, 2 vertical. So I don't even see anything in this that looks like that. Huh. Okay, sure. So I think that was it for that. So I think if I go back to where I found this, and bring the amulet with me, I might be able to see a flashback with the amulet. So this was the puzzle before. The reason why I didn't solve this immediately is because this isn't just press in all of the ones that are lit up with a dot. This is one of those puzzles where if you press one, it also lights up the 2 adjacent ones, or as many adjacent ones are around it. So that's gonna take some doing more than easily. Okay. So I think step 1 then is... Will this not let me go? Okay. So I'm pretty sure this won't let me go up to the roof. Yeah, so that's as high as that goes. Okay, let's go to the middle one for now. Okay, we gotta use this to open the door. Okay. So I can't remember if I explored this part after the earthquake. So this game has really long transitions between scenes. Like I click and it takes like 2 full seconds for it to do anything, which is pretty annoying. don't know. Okay, so there's just random flowers on the ground. Okay. So it looks like there's a lower deck to this, but I don't think there's a way to get down there easily. Okay, so this is the room that has the power breaker in there. I don't think I have to mess with the power breaker again, because I think it made itself inaccessible once I solved it. Though it looks like everything's powered up anyways, so maybe it's not an issue. Okay, does it let me even do anything? Oh, okay. So it's just everything's powered up. Got it. Okay. So unless I needed to unpower something later, then I guess I'm done with that for now. So there's a bunch of beetles inside of this thing, and I opened it up, and now they're kind of just floating around. I don't know if you're supposed to grab one, or this might be a puzzle. I don't know though. So this door I couldn't open. Yeah, so still can't open it. And I believe I did everything that I could with the... Oh, I didn't read this. I linked to Haven yesterday. The smell of its beach washed over me long before my vision cleared. With the veil of haze slowly lifting from my eyes, I forced myself to breathe very deeply. I had not told Atris I was going there. He would have argued with me and told me again how dangerous it is to visit the prison ages before Tomana's linking chamber is built, but construction takes time and I could no longer wait for him. The might of the shipwreck rising out of the sea filled me with unexpected dread. Of course, I'd known it would be there. I'd seen it countless times in Atris' viewer, but seeing it for real, though planted metal bars made me realize exactly what we'd done. I imagined the worlds my son would throw at me, and courage drained away like summer wine. I did not try to signal him. Oh man, having to recursive here, huh? Oh, this is also blinking.
Wait for him.
Oh.
The sight of the shipwreck rising out of the sea filled me with unexpected dread. Of course, I'd known it would be there. I'd seen it countless times in Atris' viewer. But seeing it for real through slanted metal bars made me realize exactly what we'd done. I imagined the words my son would throw at me, and courage drained away like summer wine. I did not try to signal him. I feel nothing but numbness now. It was my idea to write the chambers into existence, to bend the arts so that a secure room might be inserted in each age, with solid walls no force of man might break.
Okay. Let's take a picture of that diagram.
Only then.
Oh. Okay.
Only then could we risk visiting our sons and leaving a Tamana linking book behind us when we left. It took me months to convince Atris this could work. But now that the chambers exist, and I will speak to my sons for the first time in years, I find myself not knowing what to say. How will I explain our decision to leave them prisoners? If hardship and isolation have not caused them to repent, as was our hope, what words will soothe the anger in their souls? Weeks have passed, and still I have not found the courage to link again. Perhaps it is just as well. Atris was not pleased when he learned what I had done. He begged me to have more patience, then put extra pressure on the Guild of Stonemasons to finish.
Okay.
Today they informed us that Tamana's chamber will be ready in 2 days. Had we been able to use the art to create it as we did with the ones in the prison ages, it would have already been finished. But things always take longer to build when you must do it by hand. Now Atris is looking forward to having our bedroom back. I should be too, but I keep wondering how I will be able to sleep there, knowing our sons are just a wall away. I worry how they'll act when they greet us. How different they will be from the laughing boys I remember playing with toy boats in Myst's reflection pool. They were happy then. We all were happy. Anna was still with us, and the love we shared as a family knew no bounds.
So I think this means that the linking books to the prison ages are behind the... they're in the fireplace.
Then Anna died, and our cozy world unraveled. To deal with the loss of his grandmother, Atris buried himself in work, spending less and less time with our sons. At 8 years old, Cirrus must have seen this as rejection, but even then his pride was too well formed to let it show. And as for Akinar, he'd never known how to appropriately channel his emotions. I do not excuse the crimes committed. Cirrus and Akinar shattered so many lives in far worse ways than Anna's death shattered ours. It's for this reason that I have stood by Atris's decision and left my sons imprisoned all these years. But I cannot escape my own culpability in this. For when Cirrus and Akinar needed me most, I was too consumed by sorrow to see. I am being torn in two. I am trapped between a mother's love for her children and a woman's loyalty to her husband. I don't know. It is so hard. I watch Atris and Akinar trying to communicate, and it feels like knife blades ripping through my heart. They don't know how to relate to each other. Akinar speaks only from emotions, and Atris fears he's made his son a savage. Only my presence keeps things from fraying. It's easier with Cirrus. They share a love of science, and Cirrus's willingness to discuss advancements he's made ignites a similar excitement in Atris. Yet even then, Atris doesn't believe. He's unwilling to trust because he knows what monsters they have been. I must find a way to resolve this. I must break through Atris's doubts and get him to see what he cannot. It's been a long time since I've written in this journal. I thought perhaps I had lost it, but while repotting plants in my study, I found it behind one of the incubators. It must have fallen there when Atris reconfigured the generator. No matter, I have it now. Yisha asked me today if Atris and I are still arguing. She was seated at the patio table, her head bowed over her school books. She was concentrating so hard on tracing a Gorohovity, I don't think she saw my reaction. We have always been careful not to disagree in front of her. I should have realized how insightful she can be. I watched my daughter forming the Dani words so carefully, and I remembered how easy it had been to convince Atris to start teaching her the art. He never did teach Cirrus or Akinar. He started to. He wrote Jananin specifically for that purpose. But after a while, he feared they would abuse it, so he stopped. He's not worried with Yisha. He sees how curious she is about life, and how full of warmth she can be. It's obvious how much he adores her, as, I think, do Cirrus and Akinar. If there is any hope in this for all of us, it will be through her. I must not let family tensions upset her. Tomorrow I will speak to Atris about my going to Tay for a few days. Perhaps time away will help me gain perspective and discover what it is I need to do.
Okay. I'm glad that they put in the narration thing for that. I was trying to read all that cursive, so it's gonna give me a headache. So I'm pretty sure that that alphabet book from earlier is probably the Denis language. So that's something. So trying to form English words for it, probably not going to be productive. So this is where there's a lizard out here that Yisha was showing us. But it's nighttime. I doubt the lizard's gonna be showing up. Okay. So this is where the earthquake happened, and now we can't get over there easily. We have to go take that lift to get back over there. And I don't think there's any other... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do here. Okay. So now we gotta go all the way back around. I continue to not want to use zip mode in this because zip mode has been a little too aggressive, I would say. Oh shit, I could go down here. I just noticed this ladder. Okay. What we got here? I even pointed out earlier, like, hey, there's a lower deck down there. I wonder how you get down there. The fucking ladder was probably right in front of me the whole time. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. More Denis words, huh?
This is only part of our family tree, Yisha. If we wanted to, we could trace our lineage all the way back to when our ancestors first arrived in Dani.
Okay. Family tree, huh? Let's make a note of that. Okay. Sure. So it doesn't look like I can interact with anything else here. Oh. Okay. What if I tap on some of these? So I have a feeling this might be a puzzle where you have to tap on some of these plates in a certain order. Probably does something. But that's just me puzzle braining right now, because I haven't seen anything that suggests that I need to do that. But if there were going to be a puzzle here, that probably would be what it is. Okay. And that looks like everything here. Okay, well, I was hoping that would be larger progress than it turned out to be. So that's kind of a bummer. That still just leaves us with the really? Okay. Alright, so we gotta put this all the way in the bottom position. Okay. So I still want to see that there was a cabinet, the cabinet with the handprint scroll on it that was glowing blue. I want to investigate that now that I have the pendant. Because Because that's probably a pendant interaction. And I think that was in here. Oh, right. Okay, so this is where the library projector thing was. So this is Atris and Catherine's bedroom. And according to the journal, she said her son's prisons were only a wall away. So that probably means it's behind there. So where was that? Okay, this is probably Atris, my love. We must be united in this. Find in your heart to listen and forgive. For I cannot be strong in this alone. And that's probably Catherine. Okay. All right. Before I go to that puzzle and struggle with that puzzle. I want to see if I can find that thing. Also, I really wish that the pendant thing in my inventory would make a sound whenever it would activate or become agitated. Okay, so I think this is where the earthquake was. Yeah, so we can't go any further here. Okay. Because the glowing of the pendant is subtle enough that it feels like I just miss it half the time when it's glowing. I also don't see a reason to ever move this bridge. But maybe that'll be a puzzle later. Okay, so this is where the Denis book was. There's the portraits of the two sons. We got a chessboard. So where was that? This is the cooking area. It's those two. That's just straight up from Myst 3. Alright. So it looks like it's not here, so it must be in the other building. Ah, pendant.
A bit more of a curve.
No, I'm only 10, Daddy. I don't think I can make a whole world.
You're not making a world, my desert bird. You're making a link to a world. Come on, I'll show you an easier one.
Huh. So maybe I need to make a linking thing at some point myself. Okay. Okay, so it was in here. Was where that other thing was. Yeah, in here. Alright, so what's the... So there's clearly something in here behind this. There's hinges on both sides, but there doesn't appear to be a way to open this here. So this probably opens mechanically somehow, and of course the pendant's not doing anything here. So there's probably something in this room. Ah. Okay. Okay, so this might be the family tree. So Atris, Catherine, Yisha, Cirrus, and Akinar. So it's probably just the 5 at the top, it looks like. So the one in the far upper right kind of looks like Lex, like cursive Lex, Leks. So I'm gonna... And of course I don't really see any here that look like that. Or they all look the fucking same. God. I really don't want to translate these. Fuck. I don't like this puzzle at all, you guys. So also, where was it? This one. So that was probably Yisha writing her name. In the upper right. So that's probably what it is. Honestly, this puzzle would probably be less bad if the resolution was higher on this, but it's already cranked up as high as it goes, and we're at 1024 by 768. So yeah, the combination of kind of blurry pixels and this weird cursive Denis writing is like I think that one is Yisha. And then so it starts with the R, big fancy R, uppercase R, EN. I hate that I have to keep going between all of these. So it's either this one? No, it is this one. Okay. So third from the left, third from the right. So that one's definitely the middle one. Okay. And then the upper left one is like a VILM. Maybe this, maybe that one. Let's do that one. Okay, so that's top row, first on right. Okay. And then so the one far upper right, one down, looks very similar to the one that I just did. Which was this one. So the one that looks similar to that is this one. So we'll do that. So that's top, second from the left. Okay. And then the center one, it's like KLH. KLHER. Like this one. Fuck. I don't like this puzzle, you guys. Okay. So on the top, we got third from left, first on right, second from left. Third from left, second from left, and then third from right. So if it's not that one, then potentially this one? No. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I really don't like this puzzle, you guys. So far, almost all the puzzles in this game have just been so annoying. So, Atris. So it just looks like a 2. On the left side, third row, third column, ah. So it's a 2 and then another 2. we got 2 and then 2 kind of at an angle for Atra. Ata. Where's the R's? R is on the right page, far upper left. And then is there... There's a TS. Is there a U? There's a W, but no U. For Atris. Okay. So that any of these... is. Bruh, This cursive is killing me here. Like, this one looks the most like the Atris book. So that's bottom right. Bottom third from the right. No, that's second from the right. So top, first on right, third from left. So those, that one. Third from right, second from right. So those two. And then it's like that one? No. Oh, dang it. Like I don't even know if I'm barking up the right tree here or not. And like, what even is this? Like why do I want that? Because it would be great if I could like clearly see these markings, but some of these just look so similar that it's like like what the hell? Because I'm reading it from top to bottom, so that the top is left and then the right is bottom, and I shaded. Yeah, it's Roberta Williams' golden rule. If it ain't nailed down, you must take it. But it is nailed down behind this, and this is obviously a puzzle. So the second character being... God, and having to go back and forth, like, me restricting myself to only using the built-in stuff in the game is driving me crazy for this puzzle in particular. Like, God. So let's see. Man, I wish I could copy this one. I can't make any more notes either. Great. Very cool. Okay. So for 2... bottom, third from the right. So I'm looking at, for these, only the ones that have this C as the second character. And it looks like there's 3 of them that have that. And this one's got the marking kind of at the top of the C. So that leaves just these 2. And this one That one is for sure one of them. That's the one in the upper left. So top, third from the left. That one's for sure correct. Okay. And that's actually the second one. Shit. 2, 2. So the one in the far upper left starts with the 2, and then the third character from the right is also big 2. Okay, I'm getting rid of this. There's only so much I can put in this too, so I gotta... Okay, so this one... Oh shit, I hit the Windows key. Uh-oh. No signal. Okay. We fine? We fine. Okay, good. So 2, and then another 2. Ah, shit, I alt-tabbed. God damn. PC gaming. Alright. Escape. Not alt-tab. So one that starts with something that looks like a 2. That's not the top row, third from the left. So it's not that. Okay, it might be the one on the far right. Is this one. Okay. Alright, I need to notate this a little better. Okay. And then the one on the upper right is Yeeksha. L-E-E-K-S. And that's probably this one. So that's bottom, third from right. Okay. So 5 is Atris. Oh no, yeah, 4 is Catherine. So it ends with a L, starts with lowercase I, and then there's a 2 in there. So it's either Catherine is either this one or this one. I have a feeling it's this one. So bottom fourth from the right for Catherine. Okay, and the last one, Atris. Which I think I already... Bottom second from right is what I previously maybe got. Okay, bottom second from right. Fuck. God. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. So, alright, hold on. So there's 8, so there's 16 books on here. So the other thought is pushing in the books for the opposite of non-family members, but it only lets you enter in 5, so... Oh, God. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Top first from right. So that one I'm pretty sure about. And then top second from left. Bottom second from right, Atris. So top second from left. That one. That one I think was... My thought was that would be Catherine. So I'm pretty sure I got 1 and 2 correct. And it's maybe just 3. Or no, 3 is Yisha. And that one's pretty straightforward because it's just 4 characters. Top first from right and third from left. And then second, third, and fourth from right. Okay. So is there anyone that looks like this then? Like maybe... Maybe this? No. Man, this is not fun. Trying to figure this shit out. Because it feels like I have it figured out, but the combination of the low res of this and having to swap back and forth. Oh boy. Okay, maybe it's... Alright. New plan. Perhaps that is the optional super boss of the game. Let's go over to the fireplace library thing. Let's say just fuck this for now. I'm sure that puzzle's not going anywhere. And now we can go bash our head up against this stupid ass puzzle. I don't know why this in particular has a video transition, but nothing else does. Okay, let's do this. Alright. So this is one of those puzzles where if you press in on one of those, it lights up the rest of those. So I'm assuming I just need to get only the ones with the laser projected onto them to be red. And the rest not. Oh, they don't flip. Or they do flip. Huh. Okay. Okay. Alright, this might be easier than I thought. This. That. Okay. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. Okay, progress. I solved the puzzle, you guys. Wow. And I'm not a complete idiot. And this calls for a special occasion. Solved the puzzle. We did it. Okay.
Patience, my love. We've almost finished the linking chamber. There's just the security seal to install. But we will see our sons again soon, I promise you.
Okay. So this is how the sons escaped, because they didn't put a lock on their door. Way to go, Atris. You big dummy. Okay, so we got a lever here. This is likely where the locking door is supposed to go. Okay, I guess we're pulling this. Alright, so there's the two books. Okay. Alright, so we have the choice of going to either the two prison worlds. Let's go to this one, I guess. Alright. Alright, a nice, calm and happy world to help rehabilitate your insane criminal sons. What a great choice, Atris. Alright. Interesting. So is this the book back to where I came from? So that's got the same design on it as... Okay, so that takes me back to where I was. Okay, well. Let's not for now. Okay. So there's another book over here. Probably another diary. Oh. I guess it does make a sound for that thing.
Dad told me you never wanted to learn Donnie when you were little. That's why he never taught you.
I guess I didn't back then. I was having too much fun learning other stuff. I was pretty stupid back then.
Here, maybe you should try learning now. With me.
Really?
Really?
You'll teach me, Donnie?
Why not? Somebody should.
Uh-oh. Okay, so maybe that's how this whole predicament began. Is Yisha taught the words of power to the imprisoned sons, and then whoops, they have a machine gun now. Ho ho ho. So this is all Yisha's fault. Good going, Yisha. Okay. Got this cool crystal tower. So there's stairs down, and then there's another little tower here off to the side. So this is probably a lift, if I had to guess. It doesn't do anything. Okay, so that's probably the lift. Now we have to activate, most likely. Either that or it's just completely broken. Which is entirely possible. So we got little statues over here. This area, like, doesn't even look CG. Like, a lot of it looks like it's painted. In contrast to the earlier area. So this is the reflecting pool from Myst.
Come on. You must have seen it 1,000,000 times growing up. What was it like? Father was writing. Mother was. Left of him. Who had the boat? I had the boat. Yes! Yes, I had the boat.
Okay. I can't... There was some sort of puzzle in original Myst that had to do with this reflecting pool, and I think there was a boat as part of the puzzle too. The back of the box made it sound like some of the puzzles or puzzle solutions potentially required knowledge of past games in the series, and this might be one of those cases. But that's also why they put in this flashback mechanism. Because it would be completely crazy to have puzzle solutions rely only on knowledge of previous games. That would be just too much. Anti-hero. I've never played Piss. I'll have to grab that one. So this part so it looks like this should be something that you should be able to grab and maneuver around, but it's only letting me tap on stuff. So this must be just like an indicator for something. Like maybe that's a power level thing. Well, I'm sure it's worth experiencing, right? Especially as a fan of Myst.
Passed through both loops. Beautiful knot. Let's just hope the linking book is down there.
Okay. Oh, I can go down there? Oh, okay. This seems safe and a good idea. Well, this is a one-way trip. Well, alright then. It's turned into ribbon. Okay. Okay. Nice full screen strobe light effects. Sorry, epileptics. I think this might be the bottom of that shaft that I was looking at before, potentially, with the lift that I need to re-energize. So this is a ladder, so that might be our way back up. Probably not all the way up, though. This thing looks like a puzzle, but we can't interact with it. Okay, so we got some sort of machine here. Cable going up there to this, and then down probably over to that thing, and then power just kind of ping-pongs around over there. So can I do anything with this? This looks like a puzzle.
Okay, no slip-ups this time. I really do not want to lose another ship. Guard magnet is on. Docking station conductors are charged and ready. Here goes.
Okay. So there's what looked like a button in the bottom left here. Okay. Oh baby, look at this. Oh boy. And I can't zoom in on this. This is as close to this as I can get, it looks like. Very cool. So I can't move this. Say, boys. Okay, so if I move that, can I move this? I can, okay. If I move this... Okay, so there's a center position. a left position and a right position. Is this just another Professor Layton moving water between cups puzzle? Because we already had one of those in this. What did this accomplish? What am I trying to do here? What? Wait, okay, this is green now. Okay, so what the fuck is this?
Looks like those circuit lessons you drilled into me in Voltaic have finally paid off, Father. Of course, figuring out how to complete this electrical network was 10 times more difficult, seeing how I had to build everything from scratch.
Okay, Voltaic was in Myst 3 Exile, and it was the Desert Canyon one. And I think the circuit puzzle he's talking about was the ones where you had to kind of spin things around to line up to do that. And this looks nothing like that puzzle. Alright, I'm going to take a picture of this just for posterity here. So this just looks like a PCB. So we got chips here. We have circuits connecting. So we got lightning. Can I press any of these? So I can only just kind of shock myself on this thing, it looks like. And then tap the other parts. Okay, cool. So you're probably not supposed to interact with this right at this moment. Okay, is there anything else here? Like, I didn't climb up this ladder yet. So there might be something at the top of this ladder that shows something. So I can't go over there. Can't go over there. So I can't go any further this direction. Okay. What is this?
Yes! I knew it would work. I knew there was enough static electricity out there to be gathered by my conductors. Now, to stop wasting it in a useless display of light and actually channel it somewhere.
Okay, so those are generators. Okay, is there any hot spots here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, so I think the next step is to go up this ladder then. And see what's up here. Okay, so we got a workshop over here, it looks like. Okay, can I go... My cursor... Okay, so I can go over here. Man, the movement hotspots for this game are really hard to find sometimes. So I don't know if I went in a circle here, or if this is a completely different area from that workshop that I saw earlier. Okay, so there's a quick way back down. Oh no, I did not. God. Wait, what is this? This is a completely separate area. Where am I now? Okay, so this is probably where I wanted to get power to. Alright. Yep, spider chair. Suddenly this is, Spider-Man 2. Oh, geez. Hopefully I can get out of here. I don't see a easy way out of here. Alright, let's sit in the cool spider throne. Oh my god, what is all of this now? Why does every puzzle in this game just look like complete nonsense? Like, at least the 7th guest puzzles, you could look at it and almost immediately figure out what is what. So this has got 4, 11, 36. So that probably opens up the chair again. Our cool spider chair. But it feels like... Okay, can I press this? Okay, I can grab this. I can move it just a little bit. And that's it. So it feels like this needs power before I can do anything. So I think we're at least a step away from being able to do anything with this. Okay. So yeah, we need the green goo to be flowing through here before we can likely do anything with that thing. So what about this? What does this do? Is this the way out of here? Or is this a prison cell for a circuit breaker? Okay. Alright, let me look around this room one more time. So that probably opens the circuit. So I'm going to leave this in the down position. Okay. So I don't know why you would not want power flowing through there. Is this more fucking Denis writing? Okay, it's not. But we got lotto numbers. Alright. We found Sirius's quick pick 3 for the day. Alright. Cool. So that's probably everything that's here. But you can never be sure because it's so hard to find movement hotspots in this that's probably everything. So I guess I'm just gonna go up the stairs then. So where does this take me? I guess if I follow the cables, I'll eventually go back to the generator area. Okay, so that probably uses the lift. Hopefully this lift is working. Okay. Okay, So we can see the 2 power cables over there. Alright, so that's where that lift is. So I have not been over here yet. So I think I've been over there, but not over here. So this must be the lab area.
Impossible. Every scientific principle I know tells me these rocks shouldn't be floating. And yet, somehow, they are. Don't know how you did it, Father. But if you can write it, I can certainly use it.
What if they're not rocks? How about that? Okay, so there's the ladder up. Okay, so I know where that is and where that goes. Assuming that's the same ladder. And that's probably not a safe assumption now that I think about it. Alright, what do we got here? So we got a telescope.
Has to be fake. Has to be. But will getting to it allow me to finally reach the ground? Have to know. Have to get over there.
So maybe that's what the spider chair is for? Okay. Actually, I should probably take a picture of that. Just in case that's important. That's a very different look than what I was seeing through this. But okay. Interesting. Alright, what is this?
Remarkable. No change to its molecular structure, no buildup of illumination inside. As long as the crystal remains grounded, electricity just passes straight through it. Interesting.
Yep. Well, that's actually what I'm looking at right now. I have this... The monitor I'm looking at actually has it 16:9, but I have it put back in 4:3 for the stream. So I don't... What's the... Okay. So by a... Okay. This is definitely a teaching thing for the player for some sort of in-world mechanic. And I'm sure this will come in handy somewhere. But, alright. I'll just have to remember that that's a thing later. Alright, is it story time? It's story time. Let's go.
It appears that I have underestimated him. I did not think he could be this devious. He always said Spire was dangerous, but I assumed he meant its people were violent. Violent and potentially xenophobic. The perfect combination with which to orchestrate a coup. But there are no people here. No prosperous civilization for me to rule. I see now how his linking panel fooled me. Congratulations, Father. This hand goes to you. I have established a temporary encampment near the vegetal cavern. The food I brought with me should last a month. After that, I will be forced to grow what I eat. The plants here are neither scrumptious nor overly abundant, but I have tasted several and find the nutrition is there. Turning now to the question of escape. I believe there may yet be a Myst linking book here. The simplest way for Father to have disposed of it would have been to jump off the palace as he touched it. There are other ways, of course, but I cannot ignore this possibility. I must at least attempt to reach the ground. This is fast becoming unacceptable. I have slid down every oddly shaped windpipe in this age, and have yet to see below the second cloud layer. I was fairly certain that at least 3 of the passages would prove successful. Yet even they dead-ended inside a magnificent sealed cavern full of crystals. The crystals themselves are curious. Something about their inner matrix makes them susceptible to a buildup of negative charges. When I touched one, I received a terrible shock. At the same time, the faint light that had been emanating from the crystal faded, and I heard a very curious hum, which ceased as soon as the crystal's charge was expended. I should like to study these crystals more thoroughly, and will institute a plan to mine the cavern extensively. Last night, I saw lights flickering in some of the other palaces. It occurred to me that I might not be alone. What if this age is like Stone Ship? Father never could explain how Emmett and Branch just appeared there. He said the art was always surprising him. Could it be that the lights I saw flickering were made by other people? What I would give to discover this is true. After all these months of solitude, just to have another person to talk to. About the floating rocks. There is a phosphorescent green mineral running through much of this age which exhibits strong diamagnetic properties. At least that is the most workable hypothesis I have devised that can explain how the rocks I see outside my garden are able to float. This has given me an idea. If I can capture one of the larger boulders, I should be able to turn it into a vessel and thereby sail across the clouds to the nearest palace.
Okay.
The most difficult obstacle to achieving this will be maintaining the necessary altitude. I have noticed that these rocks float higher than the highest point on that palace. Forcing my ship to float lower than it prefers will take some doing. For the past few weeks, I've been watching storms move through the second cloud layer. They appear as flashes of light inside the strata. The violence of these storms does not reach me in the garden. I encounter no rain, barely feel the wind. I am completely safe here, nestled between layers. I do not know how this is possible. How could Father have created a world which exhibits so many scientific impossibilities? He never did explain how to write an age. He never taught Agnar or I the art. I wonder now if I should have insisted.
So this is serious.
The crystals I mine from the lower cavern are really quite remarkable. There seems to be no limit to the amount of electricity they can store. Unfortunately, this makes working with them difficult. So long as a charged crystal is isolated, the energy inside it remains trapped in its matrix. But the moment the crystal even brushes against a grounded object, stored charge flows out, producing a most amazing song. I should like to capitalize on this singing ability, if only as a pleasant diversion. It might be nice to hear some music in these caverns.
Alright, so music puzzle later.
Regardless, I believe the crystals can solve my rock ship problem. By affixing them to some of the floating rocks, then casting them back into the clouds, I should be able to harness enough of Spire's natural electricity to fuel an electromagnet. The attractive force of the magnet, combined with the smaller magnetic fields of the lightning conductors, should be able to lower the ship and guide it to the nearest palace. It is definitely worth an attempt. Another storm is brewing as I write this. I can feel the hairs on my arms starting to rise. I'm almost crazed with anticipation, waiting to test the first conductor. My God, is this what Father felt? Every time his hand hovered above the panel of a book he'd just written? Did he feel this much excitement as he stood poised to learn of his theories and works? Why did he never share this with me? If he had, perhaps things could have been different between us. The first conductor is glowing. Here goes nothing. No, 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 no! My calculations were perfect! The ship should not have broken free. The distance between the conductors must be too great. I'm going to have to add more to the system, but if I do, the electromagnetic pull will be too strong and the ship will crash to the floor. So can I counterbalance it? Create a second electromagnet in the roof of the garden. I am going to have to start building again! And capture another rock for a ship. This mistake has set me back years! But I am close. So close to reaching the nearest palace, and from there maybe accessing the ground. I only hope the linking book still works.
All right. Interesting. So I don't know if that's the captured rock or if there's something else that's being used, or if I have to make my own. What do we got here?
Your faith in me is truly amazing, Mother. How long before I kill this one?
So this type of flower, there were some of these on the ground in one of the greenhouses earlier in the game. Okay, this looks important. Sure. Can't do anything with it. Okay, so this is some sort of bioengineering lab where you extract green goo from the plants, I guess, for reasons. Okay. All right. So that's where I came from. So then back over this way was the way over to the bedroom. So if I take this up, where does this take us? So there's a cable, more cables going up. So there's another one of these things. That might be the ship. Okay, so I can't... Okay, so there's this, and then this grounds. It still feels like this is not properly powered up yet. Yeah, I can't do anything with that, and these would clearly be lit up if it were doing anything. Okay, so now they're lit up. Okay. Okay, so if I just leave that there and don't mess with it. So if I flip this, does that... Okay. So it feels like I need to get this up to... So this should put... No. So I'm still not clear on how these numbers move around. So that's still 3. And then if I don't touch it at all, like it feels like I need to get the readout to be 2, maybe? But why though? Like I'm not sure what the point. So that just straight up doesn't do anything on the right. The center, it's just 2. So if I flip this... Okay, so there's 2. Like I think this is a magnet or something. But why it does the same thing with both 2 and 3, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want that there, or what the deal is with this. So if I press this button, what happens? Does that move back down? No, that just stays where it is.
Idiot! You've run these calculations 1,000,000 times. Counterbalance the magnetic forces perfectly, otherwise the ship won't get out of the dock. And you do want to get out of the dock, don't you? After all these years of trying?
So it sounds like I want it to not be stuck to the magnet at the top. But it looked like it was doing just fine before. So if I flip this, like maybe I just want one to be lit up and I want it to be like here. Like this. So does this eventually... So that just doesn't do anything with one lit up. No, I don't want two. I want one. So moving this back and forth. Maybe if I... So that's clearly too much. Huh. All right, I'll have to think about this one, because it is getting late for me here. Interesting. Magnets. How do they work? Okay. All right, that'll do it for today's misting. I continue to be kind of less than impressed with this one. It certainly looks really good, but oh man, the puzzles I am not sold on for this one. Maybe this area has the potential to get some good puzzles again, but at first glance, a lot of them just look like nonsense and not really Myst puzzles from the get-go. But who knows? Maybe they'll improve later on in the game. Don't know. But another rough outing in Myst 4 Revelations here. But that'll do it for tonight. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care.